You've been told that manifestation is all about your thoughts. You've been told to build a vision board, write down your goals, and think positive. But look, I'm telling you right now, if you've been doing all that and your life still looks exactly the same, it's because you're missing the most important part of the equation. You're trying to build a house with a blueprint, but no electricity. See? Thoughts are the blueprint, but your emotions are the current. They are the literal frequency you're broadcasting into the universe every single second of the day. What if I told you that your emotions aren't just reactions to what's happening to you, but actually a high-tech feedback loop from the quantum field? What if that feeling of dread in your stomach or that spark of excitement in your chest is actually a real-time data report on your future? Listen, most of us are walking around like a radio tuned to a static frequency, wondering why we can't hear the music. Today, we're going to change that. We're going to talk about the science of emotional resonance and how you can stop being a victim of your moods and start using them as a manifestation dashboard to build the life you actually want. When we talk about manifestation, it's easy to get lost in the woo of it all. But there is a hard science happening beneath the surface. Every single emotion you feel emits a distinct, measurable frequency. We're talking about quantum physics here. There is an infinite matrix of potential out there. Every version of your life already exists in that field. And your emotions act as the bridge between the physical world you see and the subtle energy you don't. Think of it like a magnet. When you feel deep gratitude or joy, you're not just having a nice day, you are broadcasting a high vibrational signal that literally magnetizes corresponding experiences into your physical reality. On the flip side, when we're stuck in fear or frustration, we're emitting a low vibrational frequency that actually repels the things we're trying to manifest. Here is the thing you have to understand about your subconscious mind. It's responsible for about 95% of your life, your habits, your reactions, your bank account. It's all being run by a program you're barely aware of. And that program doesn't speak English. It doesn't care about the words you say in your affirmations. It speaks the language of charge. It responds to the emotional intensity behind the thought. This is why visualization works, or why it fails. If you're visualizing a new car, but you feel lack or unworthiness while doing it, your subconscious ignores the car and focuses on the unworthiness. It accepts the emotion as the truth and starts rewiring your biology and your neural pathways to keep you in that state. Research has actually shown that these emotional states produce electromagnetic fields that influence our very cells. Chronic stress creates a chaotic frequency that literally breaks down your body's coherence. But love, appreciation, those generate harmonious waves that actually enhance your cellular regeneration. Your subconscious is essentially a biofeedback system. It's taking those emotional imprints and using them as a filter for how you see the world. It's why, when you're in a bad mood, you notice every red light and every rude person. But when you're in love, the whole world seems to conspire in your favor. I want you to start treating your emotions like a car speedometer. If you're driving and you see the needle hitting 90 in a 40 zone, you don't get mad at the needle, right? You just ease off the gas. Your emotions are giving you that same instant feedback. Think about high vibrational emotions, joy, inspiration, that hell yes feeling. That's your alignment signal. It's your subconscious telling you that your thoughts and actions are in total harmony with your desires. If you feel a surge of excitement when you think about a new business idea, that's not just a feeling, that's a confirmation that you're magnetizing the resources and people you need to make it happen. You're in the flow. Then you have the low vibrational signals: fear, anxiety, that heavy feeling of resignation. Folks, these aren't signs that you're a failure. They're error messages. They're revealing the internal blocks that are standing in your way. If you're trying to manifest abundance but you feel a pit in your stomach every time you look at your bank account, that's a red flag. It's telling you that you have a deep seated belief in scarcity that needs to be cleared before the money can show up. And then there is the one nobody talks about, the neutral or numb state. If you're setting goals but you feel nothing, apathy, detachment, that's stagnation. It means your subconscious isn't even engaged. You're just going through the motion. And because there is no emotional charge, the manifestation is going to stall out every single time. Now, before we go any deeper into how to actually fix this and rewire those signals, I want to take a second to check in with you guys. If this is starting to click, if you're starting to see why maybe things haven't been working out the way you planned, do me a huge favor, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It tells the algorithm that this kind of deep, transformative content matters. And it helps us reach more people who are tired of just wishing for a better life. Also, drop a comment below and let me know what's the one emotion you find yourself stuck in the most. Is it anxiety? Is it doubt? Let's talk about it in the comments. So, how do we actually master this? It comes down to something called emotional intelligence, or EQ. And I'm not talking about being nice. I'm talking about the ability to identify, understand, and regulate your frequency. This is non-negotiable if you want to be a conscious creator. You have to be able to course correct in real time. Most people give up on their dreams because they hit an emotional wall and think it's an external obstacle. It's not. It's just feedback. Step one is simple. Label the emotion. Don't just say, I feel bad. Get precise. Say, I feel anxious about this career move. Precision gives your subconscious a target to work with. Once you name it, you can trace the source. Ask yourself, what belief is triggering this? Usually, fear of success comes from some old childhood conditioning. Maybe you heard that money is the root of all evil, and now your subconscious is trying to protect you from being evil by keeping you broke. Once you see the source, you can reframe it. You switch the language from I'm afraid I'll fail to I'm excited to learn and grow. Your subconscious adopts the emotional tone of your language. It's like updating the software of your mind. But the real secret sauce here is something called emotional entrainment. This is the process of deliberately synchronizing your heart with the frequency of your goal before the goal even shows up. You have to become the person who already has the thing. You don't wait for the relationship to feel loved. You feel loved now to attract the relationship. You can actually create emotional anchors to help with this. Think about a specific psalm or a scent, maybe a cedar wood or rose, or even a physical object like a crystal. Choose something that evokes the feeling of your desire fulfilled. Spend 10 or 15 minutes every single day bathing in that feeling while you use your anchor. Your subconscious literally cannot tell the difference between you imagining that joy and you actually experiencing it. To your brain, it's already happening, and you have to reinforce this in your environment. If you want to feel abundant, stop hanging out in places that make you feel poor. Surround yourself with cues that trigger that high vibration. It could be a vision board, it could be certain music, it could just be spending time in nature. You're trying to set a new vibrational baseline. Look, at the end of the day, manifestation isn't about forcing the world to give you what you want. It's about becoming the version of yourself that naturally attracts those things. Your emotions are the compass guiding that transformation. When you feel doubt, it's not a stop sign. It's just a sign to strengthen your belief. When you feel excitement, it's a confirmation that you're on the right path. Stop treating your emotions like they're the enemy or like they're just happening to you. They are data. They are the language you use to communicate with the quantum field. When you commit to emotional mastery, you stop being a passenger in your life and you finally step into the driver's seat. You transcend that illusion that you're separate from what you want. The feedback loop is real. Your emotions shape your subconscious. Your subconscious shapes your reality. And then your reality reflects back those same emotions you've been cultivating. That is the science, and honestly, the art of living a deliberate life. If you're ready to go deeper into this, and I mean really move past the surface level, you need to check out the ebook Quantum Recode, The Science of Manifestation and Subconscious Reprogramming. This is just an ebook. It's a complete manual for everything we've talked about today. It breaks down the exact neuroscience of how to recode those deep-seated blocks and provides a step-by-step roadmap for shifting your frequency on command. If you feel like there is a missing piece in your manifestation journey, this is it. You can find the link in the description below. And look, if you want to keep this momentum going right now, you should watch our video on the intersection of consciousness and quantum physics. Now that you understand the emotional signal you're sending, this is where we'll look at the receiver, the actual fabric of reality. We're going to dive into how your awareness literally collapses possibilities into physical facts. It's the ultimate guide to understanding the mechanics of your power and how the universe responds to your internal state. Click that video right now, and I'll see you over there. Your reality is waiting for you to tune in.